folks. A little late with the Facebook because the encoder wasn't set, but it's set now, so we're ready to go, I think.
Are we on?
I guess we are.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello.
That was an intro and a half.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, knowing the way I'm feeling right now.
Yes, you look red.
Yeah, still
Well,
not
you
feeling
met
it.
the Astro scan. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, it's the glow from
Yeah,
the
it's the
Astro scan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It wouldn't be the flu, but
Astro glow.
anyway, we're gonna see if we can get through tonight anyway. Give it a shot.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be just fine.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our Sunday night offering of Astronomy Outreach, the Sunday Night Astronomy Show.
Hey.
First of all, I'd like to welcome back my two regular co-hosts, Mr. Paul Owen from the Moon Shadow Observatory in beautiful Hampton. Hey, Paul.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Mr. Mike Powell from the PFO Observatory right here in St. John, New Brunswick. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
And if I get into a coughing fit, I'll kill my camera and get off screen for a bit. But anyway, we're going to try. So, on tonight's episode, we are less than 2 weeks now before Christmas, so we're going to continue our discussion around suggestions for optics and accessories. Tonight we're focusing on mounts and other accessories. So we'll be talking a bit about them. Also tonight, Mike returns with his binocular target of the week. Yes, he does. He better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I done forgot.
Don't forget, Paul's going to bring us another interesting, wrote down his fun fact.
Uh-huh.
And another segment from the book Night Watch.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go find the book.
I'm going to offer a little bit of... Okay, I'm not going to really talk about what's up in the night sky this week. It's not going to be much of a week anyway, so there's not a whole lot there. We'll just talk about other stuff.
Tomorrow night looks promising.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night looks promising.
Oh, it does? Okay. We'll have your
Actually,
photo
the week
submissions to
looks
share.
The
Does
week
it?
looks good.
Oh,
Yep.
I thought earlier I looked, it wasn't.
Yeah. I think they're just giving us hope because it looks like four days almost.
Oh, yeah, just hold that hope out in front of you like a
Exactly.
the ring, yeah. Reaching for the ring. Anyway. Okay, guys. Let's get started then with a little bit of talk on mounts. I'll leave that up to you two.
I can start. I was just surfing the other day. My mind gets going. Gee, not like I have enough equipment. What else can I get, right? And I thought, we've been ever so slowly moving down to smaller and smaller gear. From a 9 1/4. Now I'm down to using a Sharpstar 61, and I don't need an EQ6 mount for a Sharpstar 61. So I thought, what would be, I asked an AI. I said, what would be a really good mount for wide field astronomy gear? And it popped up with a model for me, and I thought, geez, I got looking at this, and it's actually pretty cool. I'll see if I can bring it up for you here.
See if I can continue or not, Mike. I'm not sure.
Once I put this up, it should show the.
Here, I can pin it there. I can pin the screen for everyone. Oh,
There we are.
okay, I'm not going to bother.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
So it shows the mount.
Yeah.
I come across this mount, and I thought, man, this thing looks cool. And then I did a little research. It's Explore Scientific. It's called the IE XOS 100 PM8 Equatorial Mount. That's a big word. I think the word's longer than what the mount does, but this is a very small mount. I would think of it equivalent to almost an EQ2, but it's full go-to, 100% go-to with belt drives. So, I mean, there's virtually no backlash in this thing. It'll handle up to 9.5 pounds. So I was thinking my Sharpstar with all the gear on it, my camera and ASI air attached to it, the guide scope attached to it, still only comes to about 6 pounds. So this mount would be perfect for running that type of rig. Like I said, I don't need an EQ6, but I'd like to have some kind of a rig that's got a little bit more beef to it than my ASI GT or ASI, whatever it's called, the Skywatcher AZ GTI. This is a little bit beefier than that, but the price is about the same. This mount, like I said, will handle about 9 pounds. It's full belt drive. It's Wi-Fi as well if you want it to be, or you can plug it in and run it off your laptop. You can do both with it. And it runs at everybody right now that has them in stock all the different telescope places across Canada. It's selling for $420.
Wow.
And that's a pretty damn good deal, if you ask me.
That's a good
For
deal, yeah.
For a full go-to mount, that does everything, and you can run it off your tablet, you can run it off your phone, you can run it off your laptop. It does it all, and it comes with a little. It runs off 12 volts. They give you a little battery pack. I think it's C cells doing this, but you can pretty much run it off any 12-volt source, which I wouldn't be using C cells. I'd be using like a battery pack to run it.
Yeah.
But it's all there, and it comes with everything you see here: 2 counterweights, the shaft. It doesn't say it's got a polar scope, but it's got a polar alignment tube, is what they call it in the thing. Which again, once you put your gear on and you're guiding anyway, all you got to do is see the North Star in your field of view, and you're probably good. For shorter exposure.
For focal lengths, yeah.
Oh yeah, when you're running 250 to 300 millimeter focal length, yeah, you're not going to get any drift at all.
It's forgiving for sure.
Yeah, and then again, this thing being a belt drive, you're not going to have any gear backlash.
That's awesome.
And it's quiet. I was watching some videos, and it's as quiet as my EQ6 and EQ5. My from Skywatcher, and those are quiet mounts. This thing's just as quiet. And I thought, I'm interested. This thing's got me. What was that, Paul?
Does it show if they have a case that you can buy for it as an accessory?
Like a box that it comes in?
Not the box. Like sometimes a lot of these mounts and stuff, you can get these cases you can buy that are designed.
Oh yeah, if they do, I didn't see one. I wasn't looking for that. But,
I guess it's kind of new. Maybe it's too new yet.
Yeah, but for size and weight, and you want something that you can one hand out the door quickly, and mount a small scope on it up to say maybe a 70 millimeter APO with a guide scope and camera on it, and yeah, that's a great little rig to have. Like I say, it's a lot easier than carrying an EQ5 or an EQ6 outside and setting your step up on that.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of an all-in-one, and I think for the price, you can't beat it for $420, and that's where everybody's selling it at. When you go to all the different places that handle Explore Scientific, they're all putting it out there at the same price at $420. So
that's pretty darn awesome.
I just wanted to show that and say, something, if you're looking for a small equatorial mount to do astrophotography, wide field astrophotography, that's got a little bit of beef to it, that's the rig right there. And I really got my eye. I'm interested.
I wonder how much. I'm just going to look for here now and see how much weight. Celestron.
David Samard says, I have one if you want to borrow it. Well, if you want to try it.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah.
Who's got one?
David Samard.
David.
Oh, really?
Is my volume okay out there, folks? Just give me a comment if you let me know, because I did see David said it was a little bit low. I'm not sure if it was the volume.
So how much weight does this take, Mike?
9.5 pounds, I think, is rated for. So you probably put 11 on it and not kill it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you couldn't put a C6 on it, but you could put a small refractor on it.
Yeah.
Because a C6 is 8 to 10 pounds.
I would think any like a C90 and down you can put on it, maybe.
Yeah.
A small MacCast or, like I said, everybody's doing wide field photography now, and it's all smaller gear with very light. So that would be the perfect setup for that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I was thinking just even for somebody who wants to observe.
Yeah.
The largest kind of telescope that you could put on it.
Well, my key would be, as long as you get an extra counterweight for it and balance it properly, you probably take a C6 without too much issue.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be that much over. Actually, no, it wouldn't be.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, because by the time you put a finder scope on, you can use one of those Celestron ones, which
they're light as a.
There's no weight to them. What else would you need? You'd need your diagonal and your eyepiece.
Yeah, that's it. So my guess is it swing a C6 for the issue.
Yeah.
When I was watching one of the videos put out by the guys at Explore Scientific, he had it in his backyard, and I think it was a 90 millimeter long tube, with like a refractor on it. And it was swinging that around like it was nothing.
Wow.
So anyway, if you're out there and you're looking for a good deal, I think it is anyway. Take a look at this Explore Scientific EOS 100 PMC8 Equatorial Tracker System. It's a good price, and it looks like it. When you do the research, it looks like it's a good mount. It'll get you through for doing some wide field photography.
Yeah,
Pretty much all I wanted to say about that.
that is so cool.
Awesome. Okay. Now I did see somebody was asking about my volume, so I've got back onto another device here. Hopefully it's a little better now.
Okay, I can hear you fine, but
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not sure out there
Yeah.
on TV land.
Chris is low, Mike and Paul are okay, so that might be my particular mic. Okay, we'll switch back over. Hello, would it be possible to print the name and number of that EQ mount? I'm in the market for one. That's
Sure.
on YouTube, so if anybody's logged into YouTube, they can put that up.
Okay, I'm not, but yeah, that is very interesting indeed.
Better, Chris. Okay, great. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, that's it's an all-around mount, I'd say.
Well, it does everything. It's robust enough that you can put something on it. It's going to be stable because the mount that comes with it, when you consider the amount of weight that's going to be on it in total, looks like it's pretty. Looks like it'd be pretty stable.
Yeah.
And if you're just observing, if you can get a C6 on it, you can see a lot with 1200 millimeter focal length. So, that looks like a good rig as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Now Paul's got a rig that he's going to set on top of that.
I am. I'm going to show something that I find could be very interesting.
It would be the perfect setup for that that mount.
Yeah.
Literally.
So what I'm going to talk about is a very, very inexpensive way to rig up all of your astronomy gear if you want to take a camera lens and rig it up like a telescope and put it on that very mount that Mike's talking about, because I think, Mike, you mentioned that was ASCOM friendly.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's ASI Air friendly, if ASI Air recognized that mount yet. I wonder if you can find that out as we're going through the show. We'll see if we can see if that's
see what we can do.
So what I want to talk about is it's a little, actually it's a Canadian company, and they're called Astrodymium, or Astrodymium, I guess. And what they make is a 3D printed rig so that you can take a camera lens. Like a lot of people use those, either the Rokinon or the Samyang 135 f2 prime lens for astrophotography. I mean, it's probably one of the more popular ones out there. So what these guys have designed, let me just show my screen here. Window share. Let me know if you see that okay.
Yep, all good.
Let me see now. Okay. So yeah, so this is the company called Astrodymium. I guess that'd be the easiest way to say it. The prices that are shown in here are Canadian prices. So what it is really, I'm going to show you some individual parts. So I'll give you their description is basically it's a ring system for an autofocusing solution to using the Rokinon or the Samyang 135 f2 millimeter lens for astrophotography. And now it's compatible with the ZWO EAF focuser. So now you can actually take your focuser from ZWO and run this particular lens with it. Now to do that, you have to buy a couple of rings. So I'm going to break it down for you to show you kind of what it is. So essentially, this is the system here. So there are two rings. Let me just see if I can find it. Find a better picture of it. This is their site, and I haven't really played it. But there we go. So there's the system there, really. So this is the default package. So you get the two rings, and they're 3D printed. Those little metal pieces that you see right there, those are the actual bolts. So when you get them, they're actually squares that you actually put into those places. So any metal bolt that you use on it is going to bolt into a metal plate. So you're not going into plastic, because we know what happens with that. It strips out no time soon, and you just toss it away. So you get the two rings, you get the proper bolts you need to assemble everything, and plus you get one of the rails. And then from there, you can add, and for that, I think it's $79. And then from there, you just have to add on another riser block. An extra mounting option would be the mounting plate for the ASI Air itself. And then if you want to mount your EAF motor, you can also buy that. So even with everything that you need to make this thing a full bore mounting system for that, including your guide scope, your EAF focuser, and your ASI Air, is 127 Canadian dollars. So it's like it's a Christmas gift that fits under the tree, and that includes the belt and the ring that goes around the focuser as well. So it's really quite a cool system. There's over 2,000 of these being used worldwide now, and here are some examples of the rig. But I'm going to show you a real live one because I just built one. So I'm going to stop sharing. And Chris, can you pin me so I can you can see this relatively good size?
Yep, gotcha.
Great. So here's the system. So I'll turn it upside down first so you can see what it is. So this is just a dovetail that would go on onto your a mount. So the one that they ship, the only thing that I would change this up because this is plastic, and when you start boring into the side of it with your clamps, they're going to get deeper and deeper over time. So I would, if it was me, I would put a metal a Vixen plate on and make it longer so that you got more room to do a little balancing. But there's one of the rings. There's the other ring there. There's the belt system that comes with it. I'll put it a little closer so you can see it better. And that ring that you see right there, that just bolts right around the ring mechanism that you take and move with your hand. And so that's that side of it. Let me flip it right around. So on this end of it, you can see underneath my ASI Air, there's a mounting plate for that. So that would be one of the accessories you would have to buy. On the other side, there's the little mounting bracket, which is right here, this little black piece. And that bolts onto the side of the ring. And that's what you mount your motor with. You can also get from ZWO a focus or a filter drawer. So whether you're using a DSLR or whether you're using a cool camera, both of these things you can hook up to either a DSLR or a Astro camera, so that you can use get that on back. There we go. So that you can use filters, so you can do all kinds of different types of things, filtration in the sky to getting your photos. So it all bolts onto this. So I've got my motor, I've got my guide scope and guide camera, I've got the ASI Air, I've got the motor, the drawer itself, and then my camera, which is just a 294 MC Pro, but any ZWO camera will fit on it. And then the lens itself, which you can't even see because the lens is sort of the whole thing that's holding everything together. But it's an f2 system. Let me just get the lens cap off here. There we go. And there's my, I will call it a telescope now because that's how I'm using it. So that's it. That's about as a mini rig, and it fits in the palm of my hand. And that's 135 millimeters, so that's extremely wide, but it's one of the best prime 135 f2 lenses that are on the market. This one, which is the Rokinon or the Samyang. So if you have that lens, you can buy this rig to start putting all your pieces together. So if you've already got your DSLR, there's no cost there. These motors now you can buy for right around $200, so they're really cheap. A guide scope itself is about 130 bucks. If you have even an old camera, planetary camera you're not using, you can use that as a guide camera. And then the ASI Air itself, you can buy those brand new for right around 400 bucks. That's the plus. There's a variety of different ones you can buy. So by the time you put this all together and that mount that Mike talked, probably maybe 1,500 bucks or a little bit more, and you've got a complete Astro rig that you can take anywhere. And there's no weight to it, so it doesn't matter how feeble you are, you can carry this thing around for sure. So anyway, that was what I wanted to show for that. The other thing I wanted to talk about when Mike was talking about using that planetary, or using the C6 on that mount, was to try to keep as much weight down as you can with all your accessories. So the one accessory I want to show is made by Celestron. and everybody needs a finder scope when they're trying to find stuff in the sky, right? So this one is made by Celestron. It's totally plastic. So like there's virtually no weight to this. But yet, when you turn it on, I don't know if this has got a battery in it or not. Hang on. Well, I can't show it to you. But anyway, there is a light back here, and that fires a reticle up there. So when you look through this, you actually have a reticle to look through, and it's really, really works very, very well. Just takes a 2032 battery in the bottom, and these things are pretty forgiving, leaving these turned on, unlike those red dot finders. But this is so light, and you just take that a typical mount system that will be on the side of your telescope to take your finder scope, slide that into place. These are, I think they're maybe $100. I don't know. I haven't checked the price now. I've had it for a while, but anyway, so that's a really nice finder. Even if you need a new finder and you don't want to have a big bulky glass one, these work really well. They work, as far as I'm concerned, as well as the Telrads. So anyway, that's what I want to show. Good night.
So I did look up, Paul, and yes, that mount is compatible with an ASI Air. You can either connect via USB cable or Wi-Fi.
There you go.
Wi-Fi,
so I could take that rig that I could just turn around and buy one of those mounts.
Drop it right on and
on it. Yep. I'd be all set. Fantastic.
Sounds great.
Santa's not been here yet.
That star pointer, Paul, is $65 on Amazon. So
is that what? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they're just as good as a Telrad, if not better, because they're lighter than a Telrad.
They're lighter. They're lighter, easier to set up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And smaller, like you can just put it on any mini Vixen mount, and away you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Telrad, you got a double tape to mount to it, then stick that on, and blah blah blah. So
yeah,
well,
I love them.
So next week we're going to be talking with someone else, and we're not going to be carrying on with the accessories. I did say 3 parts, but it's going to be 2 parts. So there are a few other accessories that we might want to mention tonight because we still got a few minutes, I guess, to talk about them.
Oh yeah. You got some stuff, Chris? You want to bring up?
Well, a couple here. So one that might be common to everybody is the laser collimator. If you do have a telescope, a Dobsonian, or a reflector that requires a collimation. I'm not going to see that dot here.
Oh, my eye!
Oh, burn out my camera. Anyway, this is the device that you would use to collimate, say, a scope like that one, a little reflector back there, or the big one in the corner back there, and it's used to align the mirrors. There's directions and everything in the box when you get one, but a laser collimator is always a great accessory for anybody who has a reflecting telescope. They run about $50, I guess, now for this one. You can also get the more expensive model if you want to go all the way up to Hotech. This is my Hotech one, and it's actually has rubber gaskets on it, so that when you thread it in, it tightens around that eyepiece so that it can't move at all when you're trying to do your collimation. Also, it does have an extra screw here that allows you to pull off. It's actually 1.25 and 2 inch both. Small little battery in the end here. One of those long batteries. Anyway, that's a collimator is always a great idea for an accessory, I would say. What else I got here in the mini box? Paul did talk about dew heaters, so there's like a dew controller is something that you'd want for heaters. This particular one here is a 5-channel, and actually 6 channels, and it's dialing in for what temperature you want. It does come with a probe on it to allow you to sense ambient temperature. This one's called the Dew Buster controller. Had that one probably almost 20 years now. Still works great. Keeping dew off your telescope, of course, is a big deal. Keeping frost off your telescope this time of year is a bigger deal. And I mean, there are even things now that there are small heaters that you can use for a DSLR camera, or you can use them for a small scope like this one here. This is a USB 5-volt DC, and it just clamps around your lens of whatever type you have, and that's big enough there to hold a 4-inch lens, 4-inch telescope. It does have a dial on it too for temperature wise, and USB 5-volt DC, very simple think they're around $20 on Amazon.
You can share between your scope and your coffee cup.
Exactly. I think that's what they are, like a coffee warmer, basically.
Yeah, coffee warmer.
We did talk about the Celestron XYZ many times before. This is the device that, of course, that you use to put your phone in. And if you want to take a picture of the moon or whatever object that you're on, this one has the adjustment for 3 different axes. So we have the XYZ, so all 3 axes, up, down, back and forth, left to right, and then up and down this way away from your eyepiece. They run about $70 at Canadian Tire right now. This is the 4th one I've had, as long as they've been out. I wear them out because I just use them so often, but I do have a couple now. So you never lose with the little 2032 batteries that you pick up. Princess Auto, like $2 for a pack of 5 and 6, and they come in very handy many times out there. Of course, the red light is always great. This little one here is great to hang underneath your telescope to light up the ground around you, because you want red light, or when you're reading a star map, red light has the least amount of effect on your night vision, of course. And there are, of course, the ones that you can put on your head as well, straps and stuff. So, and if no person should be without a set of binoculars. These are just a cheaper set, Celestron, but 10 by 50s. Good thing about binoculars, that if you're about to start into the hobby, but you're not quite sure whether or not you want to be in the hobby, because you're not sure if you want to spend as much time outside as we do, binoculars are a great way to get started. They're simple, they're lightweight, they're portable, and they're pretty inexpensive, about $50 for a pair of these Celestron 10 by 50s. And you'll have them for the rest of your life. Like, you'll always have a pair of binoculars with you. We have, a few pairs at least when we go out, and because we're checking out things like the Pleiades star cluster is really the best visible through binoculars. Orion Nebula, Jupiter and its moons, all those things are visible through just binoculars. So they're a great investment. They give you both eyes to look through, not just one eye, so you're getting your full 3D type. And if you want to get into the hobby and you're not really quite sure, start with these. Don't think I have anything else for it. Filters, of course, for telescopes. And things like variable moon filters, that kind of thing. So there's lots and lots and lots of accessories out there.
It's never ends.
It's endless, yeah. You can, when you buy your telescope, do not think that that's all you're buying, because you'll spend at least that amount of money again. And of course, a comfortable chair to me is probably the most important accessory that you can buy. You want to be comfortable while you're out there enjoying, the night sky or whatever you're doing. So chair is very important. Astronomer's chair. When you mention astronomer's chair, they usually triple in price. You could probably get a musician's chair at a local musician shop, like a guitar playing chair kind of thing, for much cheaper most times. Anyway, those are a few accessories. I'm not going to fit a chair inside a stocking, of course, but unless it's a really tiny chair. I never know, yeah. So those are a few things that I might suggest. A light for my puppy is rechargeable. Here we go. Yeah, so red lights are really best for observing, for sure. I think we wrapped up that one, guys. Accessories. I gave people lots of ideas, I think. Yes?
Something to look at anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Paul, you good?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm just setting up another thing for in a minute there.
All right. Mike, do you want to carry on with Final Bud then?
Sure. See if I can get this to work here. Share the screen.
Wish red dot finders were rechargeable. Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. Probably should be. Heated socks are a great accessory as well. Sorry. Okay. Heated socks. Yeah, anything heated for sure, like that.
Oh yeah.
Can you hold on just for a sec, Mike? Somebody did ask, could I ask that setup that you just showed, would it be better choice than a smart scope?
It's going to be more expensive than a smart scope. is going to be a little bit heavier and a little longer to set up than a smart scope for sure. Smart scopes are what they are. They do what they do. You're going to have a larger aperture, which will give you probably, a better picture in the long run. And you're putting on a dedicated astrocam as well. So, I mean, it's going to cost you more, but I think it would inevitably be a better setup, but maybe not to start with if you're just starting into astrophotography.
Okay.
I mean, smart scopes are what they are, right? They do a good job. But you take a rig like that's dedicated for this kind of setup. It's got a larger aperture, which allows more light in, which is going to give you, a better picture all the way around.
What rig are they asking about?
Like a smart telescope,
like a C-Star, kind of
compared to yours.
Oh, yeah. Compared to mine, okay.
Yeah.
The big difference is you can, with a rig like mine, you can put on whatever camera you want. So you can have larger sensors. You can have a lot more variety in the size of the objects that you want to capture. You've got it separate. Like the whole thing is run quite differently because you can operate your motor separately. You can do your run separately. You can do longer exposures because with those smart telescopes, you can only go so long for an exposure. So you got to do, quite a lot of them to be able to stack them all together. Not that it's hard for you to do, but it's just that's how they capture. They capture, I think, up to about 30 seconds on most of those smart scopes. Whereas a rig like that, you can do, if your mount is stable enough, and maybe this one that Mike showed might be, but if you can do, up to a 3 minute to 5 minute sub exposure, you can gather a lot of detail in 3 to 5 minutes, and that's one exposure as opposed to how many 30 seconds are in 5 minutes, that kind of a thing. But the biggest thing is the camera choice, because with those smart scopes, the sensors are really tiny, and they're not really designed to give you a high resolution shot. Not that this would give you a high resolution either, but the end result on it, given everything, the fact that you can put your own camera on it or a variety of cameras. So let's say you want to shoot monochromatic instead of one-shot color, you can do that. If you want to put a DSLR on it instead of an astro camera, you can do that. So you just got a lot more variety, that's all, or a lot more ability to make choices.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah. All right, Mike, let's go ahead with Mr. Bino Bud.
All right, you see Bino Bud up there?
We do.
We do.
Oh, binocular target of the week this week, if it wasn't cloudy, the mini kite. That's why his hair goes like that.
Who's that?
Alrighty. Here's where you get to hear me trip over my words again. The mini kite, Delphinus. Asterism, perches below the imaginary line connecting Altair and Deneb in the summer triangle asterism. The summer triangle shines far more brightly than the mini kite asterism because the asterism has dimmer stars than the mini kite. But a fun fact is there's more than one kite out there. There's a large kite, which they call the constellation Booties. It kind of looks like a kite. And then, not to forget, we left out, there's a third kite in the night sky called Kimball's Kite in Cassiopeia. But we're talking about Delphinus in just below in the corner of the summer triangle off to the side. How would I find it in the sky? Well, if it was clear tonight, you can go outside, orient yourself at 207 degrees to the west at 9 o'clock, look up, and you'll find there's the famous constellation that we all try to not say, but we say it anyway. That's the one. You look down and off to the one side, you'll find there's a mini kite that stands right out. And it's naked eye, so you don't even need a pair of binoculars to see it. Next. Alrighty. That's just a closer look. If you want, there's the kite, the triangle, or whatever you want to call it at the top, and then it comes down with a long tail, and all kites have tails. There you go. What would it look like? There's a shot I took from my driveway. So it stands right out, looks like a mini kite. That's why they call it the mini kite.
Yes, sir.
10 by 50 binoculars, it's going to fill your whole field of view, right? When you're on it, you can fit all the men on 10 by 50s. I wouldn't go any more powerful like 12 by 70s, you might get too close, but 10 by 50s, you can definitely get it. Compared to the full moon, don't even try. It's too big. It'll take up your whole field of view. But it's a nice object to look at. So get your binoculars out, point them up, see if you can find it, and then you can check off on your list that you've seen the mini kite. You ready for this one? Did you hear about the book on anti-gravity? It's impossible to put down.
Oh, good God.
Why?
Are you spilling your coffee? No way.
A book in it on the way up. What can I say? And that's the Binocular Target of the Week by Pino Mark.
Yeah, awesome, Mike.
That would probably be the worst outcome that could possibly happen.
I would think so.
Astronomer loses his coffee.
Oh, yeah. If I could find an accessory, and I've been looking because somebody's going to put one somewhere, a battery-operated coffee maker.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Battery operated coffee, sure.
Yeah,
there
no
could
more
be one out
gas.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. All you people out there building all this new fancy stuff, give me a battery-operated coffee maker.
Oh, I'm sure that. I mean, you can get them for your car. You can plug into your 12-volt outlet.
Is that a coffee maker or just keep?
Oh, coffee maker. Oh.
Yeah, no, I want a full,
you
like
want the
Keurig,
full-
12 volts, plug it in, and make a Keurig.
Okay. Yeah. Probably can get one. Dan says, I do like my Seastar S50 and S30. They're just not designed for planetary images. There you go. Thanks,
Right,
Dan.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
My favorite smart scope accessory is my couch. Yeah, agreed. Like I said,
Yeah,
comfortable
good
chair.
works
A
out
comfortable
everything.
chair is very important.
That's good.
Solar powered kettle. Yeah, that's an idea, but no good at the nighttime though.
Solar powered kettle. That's
Too much amperage needed. That's the question. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You need too much amperage.
Find a way to fix it. Give me a battery operated coffee maker.
Okay. All right.
Nothing is impossible. It just hasn't been done yet.
Paul, you want to head out with Rosanna's fun fact next?
Yeah, just one sec here. I'm just actually trying to see if I have the right one up. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, just give me a second. I got a bunch of stuff I got to clear off.
Okay.
There we go. Now, where's Rosanna? There she is. Oh, not yet.
Oh,
You hang on.
oh. And we can hear it this time.
You can hear it this time.
At one time, yeah.
Normally you can't. All right, just give me one more second here. It didn't even. Why did it do that? Okay, hold on.
Geez, I can't be that red. It must be coming up off my shirt.
You are red. Okay, so let's share my screen.
Got a hickey?
Here we go. And
Not since the 60s, Mike.
On the other fella.
Oh.
yay, welcome back, Rosanna, for another fun fact. We missed you last week. Rosanna was there for us, but we weren't there for her. So I'm going to read last week's fun fact this week. But it's always timely, and it will work absolutely fine, as all of her stuff always does. So let's get right into it. So Rosanna writes, hi, Paul. I love making personal advent calendars for people. I like the idea of giving a surprise for 24 days rather than dumping all the surprises into one 24-hour period. Anyone who partakes of advent calendars probably has their calendar up and running by today's show, which was December the 7th. We'll just fast forward that to December the 14th. And this week in space, there has been something fun to discover every day. Truly a space advent adventure. Now let's get the photos up here. See if I can find the right one. That should be the first, and it is. So day one involves another giant leap. Can you see it?
No.
Oh, hang on a sec. Let me just do this. And do this. Can you see it now?
No.
Still.
Mm.
Isn't that funny? Okay, hang on one sec.
Okay.
Stop sharing just for a moment.
Okay.
And I'll try it again. I got to move that out of the way so I can see what I'm sharing. Back to share, window, and share. See it now?
That's better.
Yes.
There you go. All right. So day one involves another giant leap. NASA's history-making Artemis 2 mission to the far side of the moon will launch pilot Victor Glover and 3 other astronauts some 30,000 miles farther from Earth than any person has gone before. Photographer Micaiah Carter took this picture of Glover as he trains for the unprecedented 10-day journey. After several setbacks, there is a new but unconfirmed launch date of February 2026, which actually is just around the corner. This awesome photo was featured in the December issue of National Geographic. So now, oh, wrong one. My photos got mixed up here somewhere. Hang on. Bear with me, folks. Sorry about that. Where is it? It's not even there. Uh-oh. There was one that was sent that didn't get downloaded correctly, and that's it. So let me see if I can just find it here. Just bear with me one second, guys.
Okay.
And gals.
That's what it's like when you're live.
Yeah. Oh, no big deal. No big deal.
Oh, we've been through much worse.
Not much yourself.
Apparently, if you have Makita tools, they make a battery-operated Makita coffee maker.
Oh,
there.
Trish Votor. Yes.
Okay, that I can't pull that slide up because, hang on, I'll try this one other one. No, I can't pull it up for some reason. How I received it, I can't put it up. So anyway, sorry about that. So I will just continue with what I have. Am I still sharing?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I just gotta find where my notes are again. So bear with me one more second. Figure out where I'm at. That's not it. Put that down. Is that it? I don't know what this. Oh, that's just me presenting. Oh, I seem to have lost my notes. Where'd they go? Okay, just one sec. I'll find it again. Oh, there they are. I found it. Oh, hold on. I can do that again. Hold it. I wonder if I can show that. Will that move? No, I can't move it. I can't move it and show at the same time. Darn. I thought I had it beat, but oh well. Anyway. All right. So there's another photo that showed a picture of somebody who had to go down this very small place for him to get into position. Now I'll read what you're not going to see, but anyway. So it says, look closely at this next photograph from National Geographic magazine, and it's from their site. Can you find a human? Anyway, so it's a picture of a craft, but there's a human actually in there. Quite a few years ago, a fun fact discussed this beyond imagination, construction of what could be, and it's sometimes called a stellarator. So yeah, I can't show you this. So this whole other part of it, there's no sense me telling you because I can't show it to you. And for a record break, 43 seconds, the base was on, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'll have to show you this next one. Okay, so I'm released on December the 2nd, but not discovered by moi until December the 4th, was this section of galaxies. So day 3 of the event involved the release of the Planetary Society's various catalog winners. A photo of the Virgo cluster from Vera C. Rubin Observatory, which we featured in a previous fun fact, was chosen as the best of the best by all who had voted. And then, so I mean, have a look at that photo.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
That is just unbelievable. Incredible. Wow. All right, moving on. So then released on December the 2nd, okay, on December the 4th was the bioessential sugars, ribose and glucose in samples from asteroid Bennu. So recent analysis of the samples of asteroid Bennu delivered to Earth by NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft had found signs of sugars essential for biology, a gum-like substance not seen before in astral materials, and an unexpectedly high abundance of dust produced by supernova explosions. That news is just about one of the most exciting Christmas surprises an astrobiologist could hope for. Now, day 5 is a meteorite for meteorite enthusiasts. NASA's Perseverance rover has spotted an unusually shaped rock pictured that differs from surrounding rocks. Further investigation revealed it to be revealed it to be rich in iron and nickel, suggesting it may be a meteorite originating from an asteroid core. If confirmed, this would be the Perseverance's first meteorite find since landing in 2021. Now, day 6 and 7 are bundled together because there is so much to this amazing website sent to me by her brother Rupert. So this is the Aurora Source reporting auroras from the ground up. This is all about the glow skies. So we're still basking in the glow of November the 11th of the 13th storm and wishing for more. While we wait for more activity, we bring you a request to help us document this amazing storm, a wish list for the holidays, and a presentation on a useful space weather data visualization tool. So what is Aurora Source? Aurora Source is a particularly, a participatory, that's a hard word to say, science project that uses volunteer reports to generate in real time a global map of the northern and southern lights. Each report serves as valuable data point for scientists to analyze and incorporate into space weather models. Aurora Source was created by heliophysicist Dr. Elizabeth McDonald, and the co-physicist is Dr. Matthew Haverner of the New Mexico Consortium. This project is supported by a small team as well as the Aurora Source Ambassador Network, Early Career Group, and many volunteers. Let's move on here. So this backdate reports is for science. So what an incredible storm we had November 11th. Auroras were seen across North America and beyond. And we were working to pull together the data from this storm with a goal of making it available soon. If you would like to see your observations to be included, please be sure to make a backdated report. So you can send your own observations into there, which is really cool. So this is a great website, and that would be this one here. This is a great website, and they even have their own wish list, our holiday wish list. So while all reports to Aurora Source make a difference, prolific aurora chasers often ask us what specific things we're looking for. To help answer that question, we've created a blog post and reporting tips and our own current wish list of data points rather. As you go through your photos, we'd be grateful if you would add reports, and then you can just read more for what's going on with that. And then we appreciate all the ways that this community helps us to advance aurora science. So Chris and everybody out there who is an aurora enthusiast, what a great source. So report of the month. So this is called the Florida Aurora. The folks of the Aurora Source also welcomes raw photos from DSLR cameras, back of camera photos, and smartphone photos. To quote their webpage, it all helps to contribute to our understanding of what was visible where you were. If it is also a tremendous help to note in additional comments whether you could see the aurora with your eyes, a camera, or both. And we appreciate all of your efforts. So truly an enthusiastic group, as astronomy fans often are. So here's a holiday cheer to a spaced out advent calendar. You know that's not really an advent calendar. And that's here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Steve's here.
Got me laughing.
Oh,
and we're back.
There we go. I'll do it one more time. Did it? There we go. Hey.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Aurora Source. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Aurora Source. Can you believe it? It's too bad that I couldn't get the other photo to work. It went into this. It went off to a web page and stuff, and it just wouldn't open.
Probably a lot like that AMS meteors. Like you can go to AMS meteors and you can put a report in on a fireball if you happen to see one, right?
Yeah.
And then you go back a few days later and have a look at the results, and sometimes you'll see 4 or 5 people have seen it as well as you. So
But
Yeah.
the information that you could trade even see from other people that are contributing to this.
Mm.
So if you're a real Aurora chaser and you really want to see some cool stuff,
Yep. There you go.
very cool. Thank you, Rosanna.
Yep. Thank you, Rosanna. Awesome. Okay. Are you still ready to go ahead with your next talk, Paul, or do you want to take a break? Or okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well do it because it's a short one.
Okay, we can do photos right after that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to find the photo now. I had it up and I had to shut it off because maybe it's still there. No, it's still there. Good. All right. So this week in our Night Watch book, A Practical Guide to Viewing the Universe. Again, we're less than 2 weeks of Christmas. They still have some of these at Indigo if you're in the St. John area. If you're in any place that's Indigo or Chapters, you would be able to pick it up. You can pick it up online as well. Great book for everybody. So what I'm going to talk about this week is its section on eyepiece upgrades. So I'm just going to share the page. It's just a one pager. So you just give me 1 second here and I will share it. There you go. So if you think about upgrading eyepieces or what kind of eyepieces are good for what, this is just one small section. This is on page 79, but it goes into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of eyepiece anatomy and what's good and what's not good. So if you want to upgrade eyepieces, even fairly expensive telescopes often come with very adequate eyepieces, which we all know when we buy them. If you buy something that's not really upper end, you're going to get some crappy eyepieces. Or if you buy a really high-end telescope, you're probably not likely to get an eyepiece at all. So this will be a really, really good guide for you. So there are 2 or 3 eyepieces commonly included with beginner-level scopes and are almost always of low quality. So in terms of optics, eyepieces are half the telescope because of their vital role in magnifying the image. A poor quality eyepiece will handicap an otherwise good telescope. Better eyepieces provide sharper images, wider fields of view, and more comfortable viewing. New eyepieces top of the wish list of many observers. What features should you look for? So here's the guide, and I'm just going to read just this one section. So it says for focal length like camera lenses, this is the most important specification of an eyepiece, which is the focal length, and it's given in millimeters. Eyepieces are available in a wide range of focal lengths from 55 millimeters, which is very low power, to 3 millimeters, which is very high power. The numbers can be confusing as the highest power eyepieces have the smallest numbers. So if you were kind of thinking, this guy's reading it backwards, I wasn't, because that's how eyepieces work. As Terrence stated on page 71, the magnification of an eyepiece is determined by a simple formula, the focal length of the telescope divided by the focal length of the eyepiece. The scope's focal oculars, first day of my new tongue. The scope's focal length is usually marked in millimeters on the main tube or given in the instruction manual. Focal length can also be calculated by multiplying the telescope's aperture in millimeters by its focal ratio. And then down here, it just kind of shows you what they call the power demo. A trio of eyepieces is ideal for viewing all kinds of celestial objects, from large, faint nebulas at low power, 20 to 60 times, to small, bright planets at high power, 100 to 200 times. So you can see there, just to give you an example, that 7.5 millimeter Plossl on the far left would be for like viewing Saturn and its moons. Whereas if you go to the far right, it's a 32 millimeter Plossl, which is one of my favorites. And you can see really, really wide swaths of the sky. So if you're looking at very large nebulosity clouds, you can see a lot more with an eyepiece like that. Anyway, that's it. This whole section goes on. Stop sharing again. It goes on to another few pages and gets into what the different type of eyepieces are, how they're made, which are bright, which are not, which are good for glasses, all that kind of stuff. But it's all in the Night Watch book that you should pick up if you don't already.
Absolutely.
My tip of the week.
Yeah, the book you want to have for sure. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Paul.
All right.
All right. I'm going to quickly get to photos, so I got to go to a transition scene here first of all for everybody out there, so I can open up my photos folder. find out where my photos are. Open them up. See where they're going to show up. Put them over here. Yada, yada, yada. And I just need my notes.
Yeti, yeti, yeti.
Yeah.
Is that 3 cups of coffee?
That's it. Okay, moving this over here for a second too. Almost there, folks. Just give me a second, and because I had a couple other things I wanted to show as well. Right. There. All right, and my notes now. I think they're in here somewhere. There. Okay, is that going to come up the right way? Now, I think that's going to show. Oh. Over here. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to get the right screen up. Should be this one. You guys seeing something there?
Yeah, the double click.
Okay. I don't know why it's not back here. Picture. Just a second. I think I gotta go to the screen. There. Okay. There, I think I'm good for the audience now too. Okay. Oop. No, I'm not. Hang on. Too many windows and too many things going on.
I had the same problem.
Oh my.
Looks good on Facebook.
It does, yeah. Just got to get my notes up though. My notes over here. And I'll try one more time. There, how's that?
Nothing in front of us.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, just us. Just the 3 of
What
us.
a pretty picture.
You and I.
Yeah, I think the audience can see it, but you guys can't. So
Yeah,
I'll,
you can see it on
Okay.
Facebook.
all right, I'm gonna bring it back up here again, and I can bring it up on Facebook now. There, I think that's got it.
Takes 11
Yes.
seconds to find out.
Yeah, it looks like the audience is seeing it there. So
There you go.
Good stuff.
We're seeing double. Wait, is that the double cluster?
is that the double? Oh no, hang on a second. I had to close another window to get it. My goodness gracious, I gotta get
Good
another.
golly, Miss Molly.
I think I need another 4 or 5 screens.
Sure is fun. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Da.
So, have everybody got their Christmas shopping done out there? We got less than 2 weeks to go. Is the pressure on for some of you? Are some of you pulling your hair out like we did? Or do you have everything you need and be calm like Mike and keep your hair? Anyway, let us know how your shopping's going.
Okay, Mike, you watch for comments and make sure people can see the picture. So I'm going to scan through them here. So first of all, up we got Mr. Mark Fick and double cluster in the NGC 957, the Perseus OB1 group. C-Star S30 there. The beautiful cluster.
Very nice.
And I'm going to go from there. Thanks, Mark. And this one, M42, he says, as always, still low on the horizon. M42 is another beautiful one. I mean, this is probably the one of the most photographed objects in the night sky, for sure, for wintertime.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the most photographed and most visual objects in the night sky. That, probably the Pleiades cluster would be the second.
That one in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Andromeda Galaxy as well, right? And Horsehead, you know, yeah, get in that area. So really nice, very nice, Mark. And also he's got full cold moon here.
Oh, look at
So,
that.
you know, all images were acquired using the C-Star S30 on a frigid evening in Bronte, Ontario, at our latest Astronomy in the Park. Cool,
I know.
nice stuff. Thanks for those,
Awesome.
Mr. Mark. I'll hop over now to Paul. Oh no, this is Jennifer DLG capture.
very nice,
Sorry,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Yeah, where's her notes at?
Very nice.
Gotta scroll down a
Ladies.
bit. Please scroll down a bit. Here, hi again. Maybe you have room for this photo tonight. She says, I'm quite pleased with this one, taken with my Dwarf 3 and processed in Serial and Photoshop Elements and SETI Astro Suite. Nice job.
Wow, nice job.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Great job, Jennifer. Thanks for that. This one is from Mr. Paul Gray.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Paul says, here are a couple of images I've completed this fall. NGC 1333, which is this one. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Did he say how he captured it?
He didn't say, no. He's
Okay.
on here. He's on YouTube, so he might be chiming in here.
Okay.
And this one, NGC
Oh,
7331. Beautiful. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Hey, look at the galaxies in the background, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
interesting to see what he used to capture it.
That's amazing.
Very,
Paul.
very nice.
Thanks
Nice
for
work.
those, Paul. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to go from there to this one from, I think I got
Oh,
these
too
in order.
bad.
This is John Hayward.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty
Yeah.
shot.
John says, I took this
Wow.
image standing along the Miramichi River on December the 5th of the
Fantastic.
full moon. It was a windy, cold, early evening, and I was quite frozen by the time I made my way back to my vehicle, but well worth it.
Well worth that photo.
Beautiful
Man,
shot.
beautiful.
Nicely done, John.
Did he say how he captured it?
I don't have information on that, no.
Okay.
Yeah, if you folks are out there sending in images, put in some info on how you've captured it, because great to pass this on to.
Well, it helps
People
with
are
other
tuning
people if
into.
they want to learn how to shoot shots like those, right?
Right, right.
Maybe the lens that you used and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That to me, it looks like it would have been a long focal length lens,
Mm.
quite a distance away, because that's how you get those really huge looking moons in the background. And he would have been far away from that coastline. So,
Okay.
but anyway, beautiful shot.
Good shot.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very
Thanks
nice.
for that. Edith McCormick answered my call here on Facebook when I asked for a few photos for tonight too. So Edith just included this one.
Beauty.
The Geminid from Caledonia Mountain. So there you go.
Wow.
They did actually happen.
See, that would be behind me.
It would be behind, yeah.
Is
Always,
it clear
yeah.
today or is it cloudy?
It's cloudy tonight.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. Last night was cloudy too. That was the peak, but then you get this one, sunrise during the forest fires this summer.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nicely done.
Mm.
And a harvest moon off of Homestead Road last year, she says.
Oh, that's pretty.
Nice.
Very nice done.
Yeah.
And finally, this one, sunset with an ND filter.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good way to tame it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause here for a minute again. Sorry, because I have to transition to something else. I'm gonna take our audience to the transition screen. You guys will still see this going on.
Okay.
Let me take out of this because I wanted to get to something else that
There
was
you go.
here.
We're gonna call you Donald, Mike.
Who?
We're gonna call you Donald.
I was kind of snoring it, so I'm good. If I go to sleep, you'll hear me.
Okay, so I got this one.
Hmm.
You guys aren't seeing that, are you? No, hang on.
Not yet. No.
Window. Sure for you guys too. I think they're seeing it on.
Just a black
Online.
screen.
Dark trail shot, yeah.
Is it a
Okay,
film?
so it's
or
it's a movie playing here. So 1 second, I'm going to get it going.
Oh, okay.
It says after seeing Paul's comment last week about using a Star Stacks program to animate the star movements, I gave it a try on this set of images from which I had sent the still to you previously. It's kind of fun to watch. Can you guys see that? No, you can't.
I see it on
No.
Facebook. I don't see it up in front of us.
Can you hit play on it?
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'll try it again here. So I'll try it again here, Paul. I think you'll get it this time, maybe. Look at that. It's not playing for you, but I'm seeing it.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, that Star Stacks does a nice job too. Like it's
Yeah, it gives you the animation of the trails being built right up. It's
yeah,
so
right around
cool.
it.
Yeah, it's too bad that we couldn't see that because that would be. It's
Well, I
cool
can
to
see it on Facebook. She did a beautiful picture.
Let's take a look now. See if I can get it back again, Paul, for you.
This job, she got a barn in the foreground, right pointed at the North Star, and
Okay,
everything
so
going around it.
This is on her
Player.
site, isn't it?
This is on Facebook.
I'll try it one more time. You can see that part of it.
You see that part?
Isn't that something? It's not funny. It's not playing on Google Meets, but it's playing for the audience.
Yeah, no, I don't see
So
it.
yeah,
Can the people out there see it?
yeah, they can. Yeah,
Okay, that's good. As long as they
yeah.
can see it, that's all that matters.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Jennifer, for that.
Yeah, nice shot.
And
Well
I'm going to
done.
go transition one more time, guys. Sorry about this, but this is something I have to do to get things up here.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, that Starstacks program is something else.
If
It's
you close your eyes, you
uh,
can imagine it.
yeah, I can, yeah, but the program itself is really quite nice. It's pretty comprehensive.
Like I said, if you close your eyes, you can imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, you can send your images into astronomybythebay@gmail.com. We love getting them, and we love showing them off in here. So we send them in, and we'll send them up, put them up on our next broadcast. What else have we got here? Okay, here are our two calendars coming up. This calendar comes from Lisa Fanning, Lisa's Lookup, Astronomy and More. Lisa puts out this great chart every month, and in this case, she has the events listed here on the left-hand side. The date of the events coming up, the peak times for those events, and your seeing tools, naked eye, binoculars, or a telescope. And you can find Lisa at Ruby Moonbeams on Instagram, Mastodon, Facebook, Threads, and now on Blue Sky. Thank you, Lisa. And here's our monthly calendar now from St. John Astronomy Club and Rask NB, the December and January calendar. So we got 6 weeks here. We're into January. Kurt's put this together for us every month. This week, there's not a whole lot. There's a few eclipses happening with the moons of Jupiter. You can find that information out here. If you look at this legend up top, you follow down through the row and you can find out what's happening. The moon's by entireties on Thursday night, new moon on Friday. So kind of a quiet week actually for that part of the stuff. But you can find the calendar at sjaastronomy.ca or rasknb.ca. And I'm going to go back to my transition scene for one last time because there's something else I wanted to bring up. And it was this. Get it to the right page here. Sorry, here we go. Something that we don't show often enough really is this one, the St. John Astronomy Club main site. I'll share it with you guys as well. You guys can see it. I know what you guys know what it is, but I think it's going to be on this window here. Yeah. So this is our page, or our local sjaastronomy.ca page. This page has got a pile of stuff in it. Like there's more information here than you could learn in the next little while. But Mike Powell keeps it updated for us. He's our webmaster, doing a great job with it. And here you can find your weekly sky at a glance. Everything that's current is here. The current monthly calendar here. Even if you want to get some merch from St. John Astronomy Club. Down the left-hand side, he has all the links for different websites. Then there has a bunch of links for useful apps, which are very handy for everybody. There's another one here for library resources and a little bit of star parties, that kind of thing. Members' contributions. This section here is great. Where to buy astronomy gear, scaled solar system models, you know, all that kind of telescope basics, imaging the moon. It's all there. So all kinds of these things that we had put on during workshops that are all listed here on the site. So go to sjaastronomy.ca and you'll get to find a lot of information about astronomy. And I have one last thing to share, and it's going to be this guy right here. Got to get it over to the right screen now and enlarge it for you guys one more time. Sorry guys, I know we're going through all this, but I've only got 4 screens available. Okay. They're all being used. Should be this one. Should be this one. Yeah, so just showing the telescope buying guide.
Oh yes.
You know, we get a lot of questions about. I had 6 this week. 6 people asking me about beginner telescopes. What should I be looking at? You know, I want to get into the hobby, or my husband or my wife, I want to get them something for Christmas. What should I be looking at? And here's one of the best spots to go to. This is our Rask NB page, and it is the telescope buying guide, virtual telescope buying guide. This is put out by Emile Cormier. He did an awesome job on this. He describes all of the different types of telescopes, what they're about, parts of the telescopes, common optical tube types, and he gets into the common mount types, and then he gets into prices. Telescopes for under $1,500, and then telescopes for for $1,000, and which telescope is right for me. So there's all kinds of description in here. It's a great little guide to help you out. Getting information is what you want. The more info you have, the more sound your decision is going to be for you, especially because once you buy a telescope, it's it's yours to keep basically. And I bet there are thousands of them in closets all over the country because people have never been able to figure them out or bought the wrong scope. But no. So check that out at rasknb.ca, Telescope Buying Guide. And take us back, guys.
Yeah, he did a great job on that.
He did a fantastic job on it, yeah. And I just need one more thing before I bring our audience back. Is this part here, so I have this up and ready. Oop, sorry, hang on. And I think I'm... Okay, back to our audience. Sorry, folks, here we are, we're back. A lot of jumping around there, but hopefully you get into all of that okay. Okay, so
yeah.
From there, are we back? Yeah, we are. Okay. All right. Well, in closing then tonight, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for joining us tonight. Now, next week, we have Steve Malia coming on from Ontario Telescopes. He's going to be joining us next week to talk about telescopes and equipment and how to purchase and what to purchase, and beginners right up to intermediates and right on. So we're very excited to have Steve on with us next week. So
in conjunction to that, so if you have any questions about stuff and what's popular and what's going, like he's the guy to ask those questions to, because he's the retailer. He's one of the major Canadian retailers for telescopes and telescope accessories. So if you are going to chime in next week, get some questions ready for Steve, and I'm sure he'd be happy to answer them for you.
Sounds great. Thank you. Okay. Remember, too, we do love getting your photos. Send them in to astronomybythebay@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to put them up on our next broadcast. And we're always looking for sessions, looking for ideas for topics for future shows. That's easier to say. You can send them into the same address, and we'll try to make it happen for you. And please let your friends and family know that we are here every Sunday night. Well, almost every Sunday night. Last week we missed one. We're going to miss one through Christmas. We'll talk about that next week.
It's a leap Sunday.
Here at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube, ready to entertain you with astronomy and the wonders of the night sky. So for now then, from Mike, Paul, Rosanna, and I, wish you all a very safe and happy week, everybody. Lots and lots of clear skies. As we like to say, guys, open your eyes to view the skies and keep your scopes pointed up. Good night, everyone.